too much time on one sum. Let's look at question 18. Study that well. Do you actually see any isosceles triangles, or do you see any angle made by the same chord? All those rules that you have learned, try and think about it. Right. There is a center point and a line is passing through. Immediately we need to look at a semicircle. Right. Watch out, please. Just be careful how you solve that. That's the angle 90. Please watch. That is the angle 90 formed by this line in a semicircle. Now this cannot be 90 because the angle must be formed by this line, by those 2 points there. These 2 points are joined to that point there, and the angle formed is 90. Be careful, that is not 90. Okay, same thing, this is not 90. If a line is joined here like that and then like that, that complete angle can be 90. So not this one. Right, once you got this, once you establish that this is 90, consider the triangle. Look at that triangle carefully. One angle is 90, one angle is 15. What do you think of that angle? Right, watch there, it's a 90, that's a 15. How much should that be in a triangle? Again, 2 angles, you know, you're finding the missing one. Right, so that should be a 75 according to me. Right, 75 there, because 75, add that 115, you get 90. 90 add 90, 180. Right, so it's a 15 and 75, those two. Right. Oh, we are left with A, we are left with B, we are left with C. Now maybe we apply the chords story. Now watch there. Do you see any chord? Come on, you should know by this time. That green chord there is making 2 angles on the circumference. Can you check those 2, please? That green chord makes an angle which is a 15. The same green chord is making an angle which is a B. Right, so do you agree B should have been, that much should have been 15? Okay, that is a 15. Now how do you find C now? How do you find C? Go back and check, is there any other arc that is making angle C? Is there any arc that's making angle C? Well, that arc is actually responsible for this angle C. Okay, that arc is responsible for this C. The same arc is making an angle there, watch. The same arc is making an angle which is 32. So do you agree C must be 32? Angles made by the same arc. All right, so concept will not change. It's only that the drawing looks a little bit tough, but if you split that up slowly, small parts, then it's very easy to do. So we got A, we got C, we still need to find we got C, we got B, and we need to go for A. Right, how do we do that now? Go back, slowly check, is there a concept? Look at that angle there. That angle A is made by this arc. This arc is making an angle at the center also. That is the angle. Do you know that angle? Come on, think. Do you know that angle? It's a straight line. Hello. That's a 50. The green straight line. That much is 50. What do you think of this? That should be 130. Right? A straight angle. So angle at the center is 130 now, and angle at the circumference should be half of this, which is 65. Okay, that's how you need to look at the sum. Well, it's a little bit all these lines make you feel very feel that the sum is very tough, but if you look at step by step, whether there is a center point or not, whether you have a line passing through, then is there a triangle formed by that line, then look for the right angle and slowly apply the rules one after the other. Okay, that's question 18. We are left with 3 to 4 sums to go. There is application of algebra. I'll just take you through 1 or 2. Now let's look at question 20 now. Let's look at question 20, please. Is it tough? I will give you a small hint without actually solving the whole sum, right? You try and finish the sum on your own. Okay, right, we got, look at the triangle, look at that complete triangle, the highlighted one. Look at that triangle and tell me what can you say about it. The 3 angles add up to 180. That concept you all know. Can we find the missing angle there? Look at the missing angle. That's an 18. That's a 32. You forget about this, please. Right? Concentrate on that only. Can you find this angle? Right? You can. So you know 2 angles. You can find that missing angle. Now consider the straight line now. Now let's just go and look at this line, this complete line there. It's a straight line, please. You know that much. You just have found, you know how to find Q now, right? Because it's a straight line, right? Once you do that, turn it like this, turn it like that. Tell me about this arc. This arc is making 2 angles. That arc is making 2 angles. One is 18 here, right? One is 18, angle made by this arc. Another angle is here, so that also should be 18. Straight away, 1 angle we know. Now we are left with K, we are left with P, we are left with Q. Right. Turn it slowly. So we got Q, right? We already got Q because we found that angle, and then we found Q applying the concept of straight angle. Now consider this arc now. This arc. Is this arc making 2 angles? Sorry about that. Yeah. Is that arc making 2 angles? Think. Inside, please, means we are looking at that much only. We don't have to go outside. So this is making an angle Q. The same arc is making an angle P. So you know how to find that. Once you know those 2 angles, this is actually an exterior angle, because if one line is extended in this triangle, exterior angle you can find using those 2. So I gave you the hints. You just go and solve that sum, right?